Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So we'll go over to those charts. So yeah, it's actually looking quite good on Bitcoin. We got back above this resistance zone pretty convincingly, even getting up to 9,600 before coming back down to test the old resistance as support. ORNS, that's the one, not OSNR, ORNS, old resistance, new support. But yeah, so we've got that level now, reclaimed pretty convincingly as well after a strong bounce from the low. It's generally bullish price action. So what we need to see now is obviously maintain this level and basically just push up to try and take out this resistance. So it's obviously looking good within the context of this ascending triangle. We're now obviously above at this above this level here, which has been roughly the midpoint more recently of the triangle. So we're back above in the top half of it, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, and potentially forming a bull flag of sorts, and then we can use that to propel us higher. Our stochastics are also starting to look better as well. 4 hours looking a bit cooked though, to be honest. But the main thing is we've got the 12-hour looking like it is turning back up. So that is obviously really good, because you guys know how much I love the 12-hour Stokes. The daily Stokes, daily Stokes not quite turned back up, but we could they could be soon. I mean, there will be, obviously, if we keep maintaining this trajectory we're on. And yeah, I mean, I think 2-day and 5-day, 5-day turning down a bit, but weekly up, a month we'll have a look at monthly, obviously clearly up as well, but not too much price history to look at there. Right, so that's the Stokes done. The 4-hour though is looking like we could potentially meet in a trend line above here. I'll draw it. Obviously you can see it there. I'll draw it on real quick. But we could meet a trend line, so that still means we've got room to run on this. So maybe we'll get just a bit more of a squeeze up before we have maybe a longer consolidation. Obviously you guys know we're pretty heavily dependent on the stock markets, and the stock markets are looking good again today. They're still hanging in there, still looking like they're going to make a move for that 786. We'll get rid of that. But yeah, so if we have a look at some of the candles that we formed as well, do some good old candlestick analysis. You can see we've got this is a very good looking bullish candle here. It shows that we obviously traded a lot lower, but got bought all the way back up. And then we're now seeing follow through with that buy up where we traded above that candle. And yeah, I mean, if we can close this daily in this zone, anywhere around in this zone, but obviously we've got half this day to go, but anywhere in here it will start to turn around the trend in this medium term. And then I mean, once we're moving up the same way yesterday when we were looking pretty weak, it obviously is looking bad for the bears. Bad for the bulls, bad for bullish Bitcoin price action, because we are near those levels. But now we had the trend down, but now we've got the trend going up and we're getting nearer to these levels. It's obviously that swings back into the bulls' favor. So generally speaking, it is looking good. I mean, I think the only thing that'll really throw a spanner in the works is if we just get a big sell-off in the stock market. I think everything is correlated at the moment now, even basically precious metals, oil, stock markets, and Bitcoin. So we're all basically playing from the same, singing from the same hymn book. That's the expression, isn't it? Playing from the same playbook or whatever. But yeah, so yeah, but obviously you definitely got to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt now. There's much the same way we had to give the bears the benefit of the doubt down there. Sorry, and yeah, I mean they obviously got owned by the stock market, which it is great. I guess it is all about risk on and risk off assets. Let's at the end of the day, that is what it comes down to. But it is strange though that just because the Fed says it's going to buy corporate bonds and then potentially buy stocks and do whatever to prop the stock market, that doesn't mean they're going to be buying Bitcoin, does it? I mean, it's kind of like obviously the things that they're buying will go up. I mean, I guess if people make money on those then, and then that money can filter out into other assets. But they're clearly the fundamental drivers for stock markets are clearly not present in crypto markets. So, but yeah, just an interesting concept. But obviously I do get it. It's obviously correlated because of risk on, risk off, and that's that basically. But yeah, but this is definitely, he's definitely looking good and definitely looking more like an ascending triangle. I mean, are we going to get back up to around this 9,850 level, break straight through, or are we going to get here? They're just consolidating this zone, in this 9,500, 9,800 zone, and then just get a big breakout. I mean, either of those could happen. Like I said, we just got to keep an eye on the stock market, because I think they will telegraph our potential move. It's just, I think I've been moving stuff around again. I think that will telegraph our potential move. So I think that is clearly something that we need to keep an eye out. Obviously, the downside again is obviously clear. It's these same levels again. We've obviously got an ascending trend line, obviously, because it's an ascending triangle. Hence the name ascending. So that is going to be obviously coming in at a higher level, because that's what ascending things do, they ascend. So we'll end up getting to a point where, like, around this 9,200 zone, and then eventually this 9,500 zone, where we'll have to start making moves, otherwise we'll just inevitably drop out this formation. So so yeah, that's it really that we've got this morning. I mean, just keep an eye on the stock market. We are looking good. If we can hold this 9,000, especially the 9,500, but even this 9,400, 9,500 zone, then if we can hold that, then larger time frame oscillators will start to turn up, and we can then start to get some bullish momentum, and then potentially get a poke through 10k again, and then maybe this poke will be the one that breaks us all the way through, and it will be onwards and upwards. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. Anyway, right, so thanks for listening, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Oh yeah, please hit the likes on this video if you can do. I got some person, I think there's only one person leaving thumbs down, so I would massively help. It would massively help, and I'll be appreciative if you can hit the thumbs up. So thanks a lot for that, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.